How's everybody doing today? We're Team 7, also affectionately called the Sea Comets, named after our beautiful little vessel right here. My name is Aaron Leiter. I'm joined here today by my teammates, Jimmy Varghese, Alina Gilani, and Zachary Hosh. And also, before we begin, I do want to say a very special thank you to Dr. Skinner, who was our mentor. He was just incredible every step of the way. And anyone else who ever stopped by and gave us advice, thank you. So we set out on this project initially to challenge ourselves to do something none of us really had any previous experience in, and to try to push our limits, to be ambitious, to be bold, to try to combine a lot of things together. And in Senior Design 1, we got a lot of feedback, some good, some less than ideal, some of it even maybe slightly hurtful. But we compiled all those things, we put them all together, and we ended up with that. They were right. It's a very complicated, just look at all the wires. Very lovely thing, but we persevered, we pulled it off. We got it all done. We met all of our stated goals. As you can see in the central picture above, the Sea Comet is capable of navigating amongst GPS waypoints that we give it, either as preloaded or we can change them on the fly. It is capable of taking data measurements of air temperature, air humidity, water temperature, water salinity, its battery voltage and status, and it can radio us that information back. The vessel is also self-monitoring as to its health. It keeps track of its battery condition, and it picks a power profile based on its current condition. Given enough capacity, which it does have, it has 1.2 kilowatt hours, and sunlight, it can basically run for perpetuity. It will not run out of power. It will put itself to sleep before that happens and wait for a brighter day. If that's not enough of it, we can actually communicate with this vessel via SMS. We can text it, it texts us back. I can tell it to halt, I can tell it to resume, I can tell it to pick a new waypoint, I can update any of the waypoints that it's previously been loaded with. I can also change it from navigating to a waypoint to navigating via dead reckoning. I can set a heading instead, and it will hold a heading course instead of a GPS waypoint course. As an added bonus, it can even do a little demonstration and a little wiggle for people outside for when we're all done. As I mentioned before, it was ambitious, but as William Edley IV said, ambition is the path to success, perseverance is the vehicle in which you arrive, and I feel like we have arrived. So at this point, I'd like to open it up to any questions, criticisms, constructive input, or anything. I thank you guys for letting us present this to you today.
Question.
Yes, sir.
When you tell it to stop, I mean, are you just stopping power? Did it have some forward momentum?
Yes, it does. It does not use an active brake, so to speak.
Okay.
It will go completely dead throttle, and dead stick, it will hold a straight 90-degree course. So, but given its mass and the relatively slow speed it goes, about 2 to 3 knots, it stops within about 3 meters, roughly. So it's a gentle stop. You're welcome, sir.
So it's actually done this?
Yes, sir. That is actually its data we downloaded from its GPS logger. It was an exterior device we strapped to it, and it navigated the little pond that's actually no more than a few miles away from here, near the Linux building, I believe. Yeah. It uses proportional control. We would have liked to have done full PID to where it could hold a course better, but we always have time constraints, budget constraints, etc. to meet.
What sensor did you use to autocorrect you, like if you start drifting?
Which
Did you use your GPS to
Yeah.
track its location? And then
Yeah, it uses a
based on that?
60-channel GPS receiver. It's accurate within about 2 meters. So it's actually really, really good. Yes, sir.
Can you detail for us what each of the teammates did?
Absolutely. Okay,
Each one of you tell us what you did.
go for it.
My name is Jimmy. I did coding along with Aaron. Coding was the hardest part, but we had to make it work.
Okay. Excuse me. I was responsible for the sensors and the building of the boat. The experience?
I was also building the boat and then power as well.
It was very much a team effort. There was a lot to get done.
What
And
did
we-
you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
I did the design. I assisted Jimmy with coding. I assisted Zach with construction. I dabbled in everything as much as I could. I tried to be an active leader and help anywhere I was needed for everything. Those guys are put in the hours. They're wonderful.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.